After 3 months of exploring Japan, I have found one of my new favorite cities, Hiroshima. We took a day trip to the beautiful Miyajima Island, home of the Itsukushima Jinja. We also enjoyed fresh oysters and made friends with some of the locals on the island. We tasted the unforgettable Hiroshima-style Okonomiyaki, a savory pancake made fresh to order. Lastly, we paid our respects at the Atomic Bomb Museum, learning about this city's profound history. Join us in this video as we experience the flavors and sights of Hiroshima. We began our journey by traveling from Fukuoka to Hiroshima on the Shinkansen. Of course, we got some food to enjoy during the ride. After an hour of travel time, we arrived at Hiroshima Station.
We're in Hiroshima.
First up on the itinerary was a visit to Miyajima Island. This island is located near Hiroshima. It is known for fresh oysters, roaming deer, and the famous Itsukushima Jinja. To get to the island, we took a 30-minute train ride from Hiroshima Station to the port. After the train ride, it was a short walk to the ferry port where the ferries depart every 10 minutes. Once on board, it was very calming to be on the water surrounded by the green mountainside. The fresh air and cool breeze felt refreshing during this humid Japan summer. The ferry ride was very quick and we caught our first glimpse of the Torii gate. Taking our first steps on the island, we are greeted by some of the local deer. Roaming free around the island, the deer interact with locals and tourists similar to Nara Deer Park.
Very impressed with the beach here. Soft sand, warm water. Didn't expect to find this here. Very nice.
After a short walk, we arrived to the Itsukushima Jinja, considered one of the 3 scenic views of Japan. This Torii gate appears to be floating over the water during high tide and can be accessed on foot during low tide. During our visit, the tide was receding, allowing for closer access to the Torii gate and exposing thousands of hermit crabs along the shoreline.
When we first arrived, we came here at high tide. Now it's almost low tide at 1600. It's currently 1500. Quite a different vibe here. On low tide, you can walk over to the shrine, but on high tide, you get the nice water background. All right, having a great time here.
As always, we sampled some of the local food delicacies special to the area. Along the Miyajima and Montesando, there are many food and drink vendors. Miyajima is known for their oysters that are collected from the nearby shore.
Every morning diving catch around 3. Wow.
The popular way to enjoy these oysters are grilled with added flavors such as butter soy sauce, cheese, or miso butter.
Bata shoyu oyster. Salty, buttery. It's great. Oishi.
These oysters were tender and sweet with complementing flavors from the butter and soy sauce. The next food item we tried was Momiji Manju. We watched as the dessert was being freshly made on the automatic assembly lines. This pastry is typically filled with red bean or cream.
This is Momiji Manju. It's the dessert here. It's shaped in the maple leaf. We got the cream version. Here we go. Wow. The cream is very thick. It's warm. We'll make it right back here. Oishi.
Next, we boarded the ferry and headed back to the city of Hiroshima for a much-anticipated culinary adventure. For dinner, we went to Okonomimura. This is a 4-story building with local vendors specializing in only one thing, Hiroshima-style Okonomiyaki. Osaka-style Okonomiyaki is made by mixing the ingredients in a batter that is then cooked on a griddle. The Hiroshima style is unique because of the layering of different ingredients such as noodles, egg, meat, and seafood. We were so surprised to see the different okonomiyaki flavors served at each of the stalls. This dish starts with a thin, crispy base made of batter and cabbage. On top of that, you'll find a wide variety of ingredients from shrimp, squid, octopus, and pork belly. This mountain of ingredients are then flipped and steamed on the griddle. At the same time, the noodles are prepared for the base. It was very exciting to watch the chef interact with the customers while constructing each dish so quickly and efficiently. The final product was finished with the okonomiyaki sauce, onions, and a poached egg. We were so impressed by the size of each okonomiyaki and doubted our ability to finish it. Before coming to Japan, this was one of my top dishes that I wanted to try.
Hiroshima Okonomiyaki.
After trying, I can say that this is one of my favorite Japanese foods. The flavor is so complex with the sweetness of the okonomiyaki sauce to the saltiness of the meat and noodles. Each ingredient comes together to make, in my opinion, the perfect dish.
We just finished eating some okonomiyaki.
It was so delicious.
To me, it's the perfect meal. You got your vegetables, you got all the meat.
And the seafood and the noodles.
And they load it up here, Hiroshima-style.
The place we went to, the ambiance was so fun. The chef was so nice and so friendly and amazing.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. I'm so full.
Let's go again.
The next morning, we headed to Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park. This memorial was built to remember and honor the victims of the atomic bombing in 1945. The Genbaku Dome was the Hiroshima Prefectural Promotion Hall and was used for exhibition and events. Despite the bomb detonating directly above the dome, it is one of the few buildings that remained. Today, the dome is a UNESCO World Heritage Site for world peace and nuclear disarmament. The Children's Peace Monument stands for all the children impacted by the atomic bomb. Beneath are thousands of paper cranes that are folded from all over the world. Next, we pass the cenotaph for victims of the atomic bomb, which aligns perfectly with the peace flame in Genbaku Dome. Entering the Hiroshima Peace Museum, we were met with panoramic images of the city pre-bombing. Then, after passing the sign dated August 6, 1945, we viewed the same area as a barren landscape with the frame of the dome still intact. Touring the museum took about 2 hours and contained artifacts, photos, testimonials, and artist depictions of the time. As we progressed, we learned about the immediate and long-term impact of this attack. In contrast to the destruction, the museum ends calling for world peace. The museum highlights international efforts for nuclear disarmament, Pope Francis' call for peace, and the recent G7 International Summit. Overall, this museum offers a time for reflection, remembrance, and a hope for a peaceful future. On our final morning in Hiroshima, I stumbled across this shop serving okonomiyaki taiyaki. Typically filled with cream or red bean, this was unique to the Hiroshima area.
Okonomiyaki, taiyaki.
Okonomiyaki taiyaki.
Oh my gosh, the noodles are in here. The cabbage is in here. Here you go.
Not good, you got it all
Oh
over.
shit. Oh my god.
Oh my god, right? The mayo.
There's so much sauce.
This taiyaki had the same amazing flavors of okonomiyaki between a sweet crust.
Alright, departing from Hiroshima. It was a great time. See you again.
We had so much fun exploring Hiroshima, and I know that we will be visiting again in the future. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next Japan video.